Oh man, Godzilla TF and King Kong TF. Sorry, I don't know why it took me so long to process that name. Godzilla TF and King Kong TF. 2 months here. What a small time. Hope not small as an ant. Not at all. Thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'll be ready to stream in just a minute. Just making some tea. Also setting up a Twitch chat message, which didn't do anything, so that's a good start. How's your day? I'm going okay. I'm going okay. It's only just started. I've just finished jogging. I had a shower. It was good. Really enjoyed it. It was good stuff. How about yourself? Just testing this. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I wonder if it has to be this. There we go. Yay, it's working. Now I can make funny little things. Let me try another one. I hope your day's been good. Come on, come on. I'll finish doing this and then I'll go make my tea and then come back. Pull data. There we go. Well, that's not quite working how I expected. Okay, okay. What if I do this? Okay, okay. Undefined turned into a test. Damn it! Okay, 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 okay. What if I do this? Yes! Okay, I figured it out. That's fucking cool. Okay, so at the moment, I just, for fun, I've been messing with Sammy core, which is just a it's like a stream bot helper thing that I've been using for a while. And I've just been trying to like get new commands to run because I thought it would be fun to like start doing some more fun, interesting things with the chat. And it's working. Aeroplane. Okay, I'm making my tea now. I'll be back in just a sec.
disconnected.
Welcome back to the TF journey. Nah. How's it going? I know I put you all on the starting student screen for like half an hour. Sorry about that. I got a bit preoccupied with doing something fun. So yeah, that's what it is. It's the TF me command. And hopefully I can keep working on it and make something really cool and fun out of it. I don't know. Hey Metaxio, Quentin, welcome. I hope you're well. I had my jog this morning. It was nice and foggy outside. It rained just as soon as I got back into the house. And in the shower, I was like, how can I make my stream more interesting? Like, not only to you guys, but to myself. Because I want it to be this fun little area that I can hang out in for like hours at a time. It's been a slow progression, a slow like change from something pretty simple to something more complex. Yo, you both turned into fish. Nice. You're fish together now. Make sure to get into the water quickly. Fish combo. That's awesome. Where's my... Okay, there we go. Gotta make sure that I'm drawing the right thing. Let's just scroll down to the... There we go. Okay. Can't remember if it's commissioned for 2 panels or 3, so I'm just checking. Let's have a look here. I'm reading back through the chat. I feel like I need to take notes like a normal person when I do commissions, but I always just like read back through the chat once I'm ready to do it. And just see what we ended up talking about so that I can refresh myself on how the TF actually went. Two panels, mid and post, half shade, rough background. Okay. I thought it was going to be 3 panels for some reason. 2 panels is a lot easier. Two panels, mid and post, half shade, rough background. Okay. Rough background's interesting. I have only done that once before. It was for a Gecko TF piece that I did a little while ago. I'll show you what the rough background looks like. It's kind of like a little bit... Yeah, it's pretty simplistic. Looks like this. And it has like really basic shapes. It kind of just accentuate the drawing. You do the same? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's too real, man. It's more easy to imagine the TF reading again the chat. Yo! Godzilla TF and King Kong TF. Turning into a kobold. One of the best. One of the best ones. Personal fave. Nice kobold TF I got. Yep! Perfect. Okay. I keep procrastinating starting this drawing. I should just go. I just need to go. Let's do the. Let's just start. Let's just begin. My eyes have adjusted to this dark color, so I need to make it brighter. There we go. A plane. Quentin's turning into all the vehicles. Boom. Nah. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Dude, I keep getting a billion texts on my phone, but it's in the other room, so I have no idea what's going on. I hope it's nothing important. I don't want the soft eraser. Get it out of here. I've been going sky high now. Speaking of, I'm getting way back into Zelda lately. Like every couple of years I get super Zelda pilled ever since Breath of the Wild came out, because I was like super not into Zelda before Breath of the Wild came out. I just did not care in the slightest. But then once Breath of the Wild released, I was like, damn, this is actually pretty good. And then I decided to go back and what am I saying? Yeah, I decided to go back and like look at and replay a bunch of older Zelda games and look through the lore and everything. And it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Zelda wasn't my thing for ages, and then now it is very fascinating to me, especially the lore. However, unfortunately, I got into Zelda just as they were entering their open world era, which story-wise has been literally the worst. So I've been going back and like becoming acquainted with all the older stuff, and the stories of those are much more interesting. I wonder if you wanted a specific pose. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay. I know the pose I'm going for. Dude, this song always goes for way too long. Skip. Who's looking forward to the Nintendo Switch 2? I am. Speaking of the Zelda stuff that I'm into at the moment, kinda hoping that the Switch 2 allows me to play those games at 60 FPS. I know there was like a a leak that like there was like a 60 FPS mode for Xenoblade Chronicles X, which sounds exciting. So I'm hoping that that applies to many other games as well, including the likes of Metroid Prime 4. I think Metroid Prime 1 Remake was 30 FPS. I can't actually remember. Maybe it was 60, which is insane. That would be crazy. But I don't actually remember. This head needs to be smaller. I always draw the head way too big for some reason. I always have done that since the beginning. There we go. Particularly for the Switch 2, most excited for a new 3D Mario. 3D Marios are my favorite genre. 3D platformers just in general. Imagine all humans on the planet TF into animal or Pokemon. What won't this be for a crazy place I don't know? I've thought about that before. About like what would happen if all humans suddenly turned into animals or something. Like what would the world become? It would probably fall apart. But it would be cool. It'd be better than the falling apart the world's doing right now. I always used to think that, like, if everybody in the world turned into animals, then you would just become the animal that you would turn into something related to the activity that you were doing at the time that the event happened. Either that, or you would turn into something that is like most related to your skills and personality, or even what you even what you would expect to turn into if you were asked what you would turn into, something along those lines. I think it would be pretty interesting. Kind of want like a dumpy body type here because he's turning into a Cyclosaur. The repo stream was really fun yesterday. I had such a good time. I do feel like I have this habit of like becoming negative when I'm around like a group of people that are having fun. Mostly because I worry that like I'm purposely being left out. Because I have a huge history of that happening in high school. And I'm still not used to being around people that are just nice. Even though it's been a couple of years since I've been in a negative situation like that. But I don't know, it just like lingers with you, you know? It stays with you for a while. And I don't know how long it'll be here with me. I hope it's not for the rest of my life. I guess it's been 7 years since I left high school, but it's only been like 3 years since the last super toxic relationship I was in. Or 2 years, really. I keep forgetting whether my driver's license is expiring soon or not. I'm still on my learners, even though it's been like it's been like 8 years since I got my learner's license. Because I am really bad at like doing my driving. I think I've done more driving in the last like year than I did in like the first 7 years. I'm finally trying to actually get it done. I want to draw this hand kind of out in the front. I feel like this pose is pretty vanilla. And I want to get something more interesting going. So I at the very least want like a fun little hand pose here. I feel like that would make things a little bit more interesting. Actually doing this commission for that Isle Beeve. I'm hoping he likes what I come up with. He's been someone who I've wanted to commission me for a long time. So I'm pretty stoked that he finally finally asked if I wanted to do a commission. So pretty stoked about that. Pretty excited. Pretty excited about that. Distance too far. I think it's fine. I'm gonna transform this hand a little bit more once I have figured out what I want from the pose. I find it easier to start the transformation bit after I have done the pose. I don't know if that's most people's thing. Also, this hand is slightly wrong. Yeah, that's better. That finger was a little bit too far forward. Okay, this hat is going to be interesting. It's been a hot minute since I've actually drawn a hat. So it's going to be kind of fun. Let's try something. I'm just constantly right now being reminded of the hat from part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is a crazy fucking inspiration. Because that hat is insane. I'm talking about Jotaro's hat. Which goes like And it's like this, and then it's like fucking... Because the people who made the anime drew it like fucking way too tall for what it's actually supposed to be. I'm glad my pen is working so well, so it's able to show you exactly what I mean. I want to get this neck like stretched back a little bit because I'm pretty sure Cyclozar, yeah, has a little bit of a longer neck than a human. And also that is like here now. Man, I'm getting so many messages. What the heck? Oh, someone's sent me a dump of art. Oh my goodness. Typing, 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 typing. Love typing. Do it here, do it there, do it everywhere, do it for my job. How does this face go? Got a fun little tire coming out of himself. I like these. I like these designs a lot. They're so silly. I love them. Played Binding of Isaac multiplayer for the first time last night. That was really fun. I haven't really touched that before. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit laggier than I would expect. Like by laggy I mean like the netcode seems to be configured in such a way that even though we had really low ping because we both live relatively close to each other compared to like overseas, with Seesaw and I were playing it. It was still like I still felt like half a second delay from my input to when things actually happened. It was really bizarre. And usually Binding of Isaac has a really tight control scheme, so it was quite unruly at points. But otherwise it was fine. And I enjoyed it quite a lot. Bum-ba-dum. Why is this hand so tiny? I'm gonna make the excuse that this hand is TFing, because I don't know why else it would be so bizarre. Actually, those would go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good night, chat and Kynic. Looks like a QTF. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Enjoy. Something looks really weird about this, and I don't know what. Like, way off.
Maybe that was it. That looks a bit better.
Man, I'm tired. It has been a... Yesterday was a long day. Played Repo for 4 hours. I usually don't stream for that long. And it really took a lot out of me. Streaming is a lot of effort, especially for me, because I'm a pretty introverted person. I find it difficult to expend talking energy when it is solely on me to do the talking. I am not like a big chatty person. But I've been told that to become a better streamer, I've got to keep talking. And it's very difficult for me as well to not start talking about talking, because I find it much easier to talk about the thing I'm thinking about and the thing I want to achieve than any other random shit that comes into my brain, because random shit doesn't come into my brain very often. I'm usually a very I'm not very focused up in my brain. I don't really get hyperfixations that I feel like talking about. See, I'm doing it again. I'm talking about talking. It's really easy for me to do that. Maybe I just do that. Fuck it. I don't get hyperfixations that I want to talk about very often because I have a history of being shot down by people who don't want to listen to me. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. Working on a Zaaarr tier. Currently doing a little bit of art, a little bit of vibe art. This is for a commission. I hope that you're having a good day. It's okay, small steps first to progress and improve. Well, yeah, pretty much. It's definitely been something that's taken me a long time to eke out progress at streaming. Been doing this for a couple of years now, and it is still just as, I mean, it's not as anxiety inducing as it was when I started, but it's still just as much energy. It also probably doesn't help that I slept for like 5.5 hours last night, like I usually do. But that is because I don't like how much time I waste when I'm sleeping. You're doing great and your best, so it's really nice. I thank you. I hope that you're enjoying the stream. It's definitely difficult to come up with things to talk about because I'm not like, again, not the biggest talking person. I've never had a job that's required me to talk very much. Although I don't know if I would be able to, because I would lose energy very quickly. When I'm at my job at work, if it is a day where I have been asked to sit on a call with somebody all day, it is one of the most tiring days at work. Every now and then I get a super ultra tiring day at work, and it is always a day where I've been asked to sit on a call with someone all day and do programming with them, or even just talk to them. Talking is not something that comes easy to me. And I could talk in loops all day about how I often talk about very negative things, but that's not something that I should talk about on a stream. I've been told that multiple times too. I have to save this image. Otherwise, it will die. Finally turned on my moderator mode on Twitch. Sometimes I forget to enter it. That's pretty cool. That's something. I impulse bought Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition for some reason the other day. I've never played a Xenoblade game in my life. I've never been interested in Xenoblade. Maybe I guess I had a bit of a passing interest in Xenoblade 2 when that came out, but it passed quickly as soon as I saw all of the anime girl cover art, and I was like, this is not for me. Xenoblade X looks a lot more grounded though, which I appreciate. Even though it's like sci-fi, it's like it doesn't seem to fall into the issue of like fan servicey, which I like a lot more than like I like the not fan servicey stuff a lot more. So hopefully playing that will be interesting. I was thinking about playing it on stream, but I don't have a capture card and I'm not sure how much they cost. I feel like it would be kind of expensive. I'm not sure. And would spending the money be worth it? Because I certainly wouldn't be making it back anytime soon. Maybe I can borrow my brother's capture card. He was into streaming for like 5 minutes and then he bought a capture card and then he never used it. So I might be able to like take it. Then I don't know how I would I don't really know what the setup would look like there. I have 3 screens, so I could set it up on... Maybe I would set it up on my third one. I don't know. I like drawing tight pants. It's always fun. I watched this dude on YouTube called Zeltic, who makes Zelda videos. I was talking earlier about how I feel a little bit hyperfixated on Zelda at the moment. And he was talking about what the next Zelda game would be like and his wishes for it. I was just like, oh hey Isle, how's it going? Welcome. I'm working on panel 1 of your TF. Here it is so far. Loving the pose and expression. Thank you. It's fun. I'm having a good time with it. It's very chill. I'm gonna have some more tea real quick. I like drawing dumpy little guys. It's always fun. I hope you've been well. You draw some great ones? Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's my pleasure. I get great joy out of drawing the little guys. It definitely wasn't something that I expected when I got into drawing TF, but I've really come to appreciate the art of little guys. Hey, Skylar. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. Drawing a little Cyclozar TF today. I also have some new commands. Substar and TF me. Yeah! Turn into a dog. You're a dog now. Pause. You can use TF me as often as you like. Same with Substar. Substar just tells you about my subscribe star. Dragon, that's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Well done. Yeah. So, this, I had someone recommend to me that I needed to have a little bit more interaction in my streams, which definitely they were correct. And I'm glad that I can, I'm learning Sammy Core so that I can implement some more, interactivity into my stream. You need to do more with your Dragon Sona sometime? Dude, Skylar, that it wants you to be a dog. It's just like, it's convinced. Dog again. You are a dog now. It knows what you want deep down. I would love if you did more with your Dragon Sona. I don't think I've seen it before. Or if I have, it's been a very, very long time. Nice, Donkey Quinton. Hell yeah. Whoop. Can show you sometime if you like. Absolutely, I'd love it. Oh, you adopted it. That's so cute. Don't think you've done a dog TF? You should. What kind of dog would you be? It's a sign, exactly. Tell me what kind of dog you'd be. I'm curious. I would be an Australian Shepherd, by the way, even though they're an American breed. I just unironically really find them cute. Or I'd be a Border Collie. I freaking love those guys. Oh my goodness. I want to get a dog one day, and I want it... Is this seriously Oh my god, why did I draw this on an angle? What is wrong with me? Wow, okay. What am I saying? I would, if I was to get a dog, it would be a Border Collie or an Australian Shepherd. That's better. I feel that you don't have a donkey sonar. I do. If you're talking to me, of course. I don't know. My donkey sonar is full of gay thoughts. Where is he? I'm finding him now. I think I drew him 2 years ago. If I can remember correctly. Or was it a year ago? Pretty sure it was 2. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Here he is. Full of gay thoughts. Oh, you drew your OC as a Labrador as part of a 6 species challenge? That's cute. You didn't show me your donkey sonar? I don't know. It's just on my FA. What dog can I be? That's a really good question. A Schnauzer? I'm not good with breeds, actually. I would need to look that up to remember what it looks like. Skylar's a sheep now. A sheepdog. There you go. Very nice and cute. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the donkey compliments. The dompliments. Donclement. Yeah. You know what I mean. Perfect. Perfect timing. Oh, donkey tier. Nice. Everyone's becoming donkeys in chat. Give me hee-haw in chat. This is it's a great little prompt thing I've got going. I'm pretty happy with it. I want to add like little phrases after you transform that are like randomly chosen for each animal. I want to add like each animal has like 5 to 10 different little phrases. That'd be fun. Yeah. Wouldn't be too difficult either. I got that implemented, like the version that it's currently in like 15 minutes. Like as the stream was starting. So I don't think it would be too hard. If cowboys go yee-haw, would donkeys go hee-haw? Yes. That's a given. That's an absolute given. Man, all of a sudden I'm thinking about one of my old friends' houses that I really want to visit again. But I can't visit that house anymore because he's moved out. That was a really weird random thought that I just had. Man, that's sad. I think it's because my hair is currently wet because I've just had a shower, and it reminds me of the time that I used to go to my friend's house to go to the pool. And every time we would get out of the pool, my hair would always be wet and it would be kind of cold. And then we would have toasted cheese sandwiches and play Little Big Planet 2 on his PS3. God, that was good times. I want to do that again. Skylar's a dragon now? Don't shapeshift too much. You'll get stuck. There's a chimera. Nah.
We'll do that part later.
Oh yeah. Wait, I don't know why. I don't know why you said, oh yeah. I've forgotten what I was talking about. The friend of mine moved into like this huge ass, like fucking 1 point, like it was like a very expensive house. Like 1.3 mil with his family. And I don't even know if they have a pool anymore in the new house. I don't remember. I don't think they do. No thoughts, only Zaaarr. No thoughts, only Zaaarr. But like, oh man. Those times playing Little Big Planet 2, some of the most fun I've had in my life. I want to go back to that, you know. I want to be able to do that again, but like new. I don't really know how to replicate that feeling. Especially since a lot of the people I know have moved on in life, you know. Damage. Hello. Hi, brah. Welcome to the stream. Talking about childhood memories. Now I'm a Zelda guy now. I've played more Zelda than I ever did Little Big Planet 2, which is wild because Little Big Planet 2 was like my childhood fucking shit. It was the shit, dude. Back then, oh my god, I played hours and hours and hours and hours of that. And we would just mess around in like the creative area. We would barely ever play any actual levels. Although when we did, they were always pretty fun. It was kind of my first experience going online and finding like random user-generated content in a video game. Like obviously it was way before Mario Maker. Little Big Planet was a great dude. It was the best. I loved it. I used to make I used to try and connect all of the like logic gates together to try and make like little contraptions. I never knew what I was doing. It always just ended up with us like making rockets and flying them at each other and seeing which one broke first, and then like setting shit on fire. Oh, dude, you had a ton of little scripts written for machinimas in it. That's so cool. I loved Little Big Planet machinimas. We used to go into that like they had levels sometimes that were just movies, like that people created. They were so cool. Some of my favorites were like the apocalypse ones, where you kind of have to get through the level while it's being destroyed. I loved those ones, and there was like a whole subgenre of them. I remember there was this really popular one that my friend and I used to play all the fucking time. It was the same level over and over, and it was just this flood one. There's a bunch of sponges, and you've got to like get to the end of the level before you drown. It was so fun. Or more likely get crushed between two sponges. It was so fun. And we would like, after coming out of the pool, we would eat our fucking toasted cheese sandwiches. We would watch like YouTube for a little bit on his PS3. Actually, more often than watching YouTube, back then we would put like a disc in of like Jackass or something. We would watch like Jackass 3. Or like there would be like an episode of a TV show that had just come out that he wanted to show me. Sometimes we would watch Sharknado. We actually ended up watching every single Sharknado film that way, like all of them, which was insane. The first two were really funny, and then they just became more of a tradition. But it was great. It was such a good time. And then we would play Little Big Planet 2 for ages. Had a good use for them. Those were neat. I had a series with a few short episodes called Little Big Theater. I'm so proud of it. That's so cool. I was never able to do that. I was like 11 years old when that... Wait, how old was I when Little Big Planet 2 came out? I was 10. So I was like a 10-year-old kid. I had no idea what I was doing in that, but it was so fun. We probably shouldn't have been watching Jackass at 10 years old, but fucking who cares? Nor should we have been watching Sharknado, but we did it anyway. And then when the PlayStation Move came out, we played a whole bunch of that as well on the PS3. We were like... His dad... the reason we played the PS3 so often was because his dad used to be a games journalist, and so he would get a bunch of PlayStation stuff for free. So he got like the PlayStation Move and the PlayStation Pro like for free, and then later he would buy them after he had to return them to Sony. And this is cute as hell. I love this drawing so far. He told me a story about how one day he was really fed up at school, and then he went to his dad's car, and his dad just had a PS3 in the boot of the car, like a new PS3. Insane shit. Same thing happened to me. I was asking for a PS3 for years, and then in 2012, I finally just turned up home and there was a PS3 there. And I was like, oh! I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to unbox it, but the fact that it was like, oh my god, it was so cool. There's like... I like that I get to buy my own consoles now, basically when they come out. But there is something missing from like getting to show up at home and just seeing like a console there, or like opening it for Christmas and having a console there. Oh, I feel like that, yeah, just something so cool about that. I feel like this is never gonna happen again. Yeah. I think the last console I got that way was the Wii U. Also in 2012. 2012 was a great year for me in video games, man. My parents were very generous that year. With the PS3 and the Wii U. That was insane. Because, I mean, up until then, I had a PS2 and a Wii for like 6 years, 7 years. Like, basically since the Wii came out, I had a Wii. And I played Super Mario Sunshine, which is, I know, a contentious one, but also one of my favorite games ever. And Luigi's Mansion 1. And those are the only two GameCube games I had, but they were all I wanted. They were perfect. I loved them. Is this a Miraidon TF? No, this is a Cyclozar TF. Now, is a Cyclozar a precursor to a Miraidon and a Koraidon? Like, is that how that works? I don't actually know this generation of Pokemon at all. Like, the last one I played was Shield, which I did not enjoy. I'm hoping, I kind of want to get ZA because it looks like I would actually enjoy it, but I'm kind of wary about it, so I'm probably going to wait until after it comes out. Give it a go. Like, I want ZA to like convince me to like Pokemon, because I feel like it would be so cool to get into it. Console related, I remember way back when my dad came home from work and then got super angry saying my brother and I broke the TV in their room. What the fuck? We both had no idea, and he had us sit outside and called my mum into the room. Then she let us in and he had set up a PlayStation 1 and was trying to play Destruction Derby. That is awesome. It is very I don't know about the emotional manipulation part of it, but that's still really cool. It was I remember dude, my dad was so into the console stuff as well. He never bought them for himself, but he would never be the one to say no when we like wanted a new console. He would be like, well, mum has to approve it, because he would always be way into it. And I remember when I was asking for a Wii, I was like, please, can we get a Nintendo Wii? And he was like trying to convince me to get a PS3 instead, because he wasn't really interested in the games that were on the Wii, but I really wanted Mario Galaxy. I wanted it so bad. And so he eventually caved and got the Wii. But then as soon as I was like, oh shit, I want a PS3, like 6 years later, he was like, oh yes, finally. And then I think he's played more of the PS3 than I ever did. He played through all of Just Cause 2 like twice. He 100%ed it twice. And then he played through all of Minecraft on the PS3. He got super addicted to it, played through like the entire game. We were super confused. He handed us a controller and said, think about what you did, then left and came back a moment later to say it's ours. That's so weird. I love that. I want to see what first and what is in the new game. Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking about with ZA as well. Like, I actually quite enjoyed Arceus Legends, and I only played like 20 minutes of it. So maybe it would get boring real quick, but my brother bought Arceus Legends, which he doesn't even usually do because he's not really a Pokemon guy either. Like, we didn't grow up with Pokemon or anything. We grew up with Mario and like Zelda. And we were not huge Pokemon fans. So seeing that my brother really enjoyed Legends Arceus and then Legends Arceus, I'm saying it different every single time. And actually enjoying it myself, I'm thinking, well, maybe ZA will actually be pretty good, but I will hold out judgment because those games have been like, whilst the Legends ones have been pretty innovative gameplay wise, they should have innovated on that like 10 years ago. At the earliest, at the latest, but they didn't. So I'm just gonna, we'll see. I'm also not a big fan of how lackluster the art style is in those games. Not to mention the nothing story. But anyway, I still enjoy Tears of the Kingdom, even though I think it's got one of the worst stories of any game of all time. And I'm really hoping that the next Zelda game actually has like a Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword level story that you can actually get involved in. Because I got into Zelda with Breath of the Wild, and then they said that they were going to do like a more involved world and story and something darker for Tears of the Kingdom. And it is not that. It is the same, but worse, in my opinion. It is unfortunate. And also the Sky Islands were a lackluster addition as well. I think there should have been more of them because they had way more potential. And I think the depths should have been more in-depth as well. And they should have not put as much time into editing the overworld and put more time into adding more to the depths in the Sky Islands, because those were the new parts of the game. I got up to like area 3 or 4 in Arceus and just got bored. That's fair. That's how I feel like I would act as well. That's why I never ended up buying it. Is this the next com or TF Tuesday personal content? This is a commission, which means that your commission is next, Lethal Fiend. I will get this commission finished this week, and then if I have time this week, I'll do your commission as well. But more likely, I will be able to finish it the week after next because I'll be going to Furdu. Hey Kai, hey Tim Tam, how's it going? Eat any... When was the last time you ate a Tim Tam? You have to eat at least one a week, otherwise you revoke your name. It's like copyright. You have to get involved. Shit, lost my name. Guess what? What? I'm guessing. What? What's the... Wait, what do you want me to guess? STF is QS. You redeemed it and nothing happened. What did you redeem? Wait, I gotta check. You redeemed... What did you redeem? Pause for pause. Oh shit. Yeah, I am currently in the middle of reworking my Sammy core, which is like my Twitch thing, like my Twitch integrations thing, and I currently don't have the pause for pause like graphic set up, so technically it's triggering something, it's just not showing anything. But I can absolutely do a pause for pause. Haven't done one in forever. Start with the L, the classic L. And then you do this, 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 and this, and this. And then you've got yourself the base of a paw, and then you just redefine it. Backwards, I pog. You pog backwards? How do you do that? Do you suck your mouth into your lips into your mouth? Oh, L. Backwards L. Oh, I see. I like the idea that you can pog backwards. It's like what happens when you suck on a lemon is called a backwards pog. I was talking about how I miss going to a friend of mine's house as a kid and playing Little Big Planet 2 with him. It's not really something I want to play anymore, like Little Big Planet 2, but I miss like getting to hang out with him all the time, and like going to his house on weekends and just hanging out, like in real life, and not having any expectations of what we need to do, just chilling, like all the time. And I don't do that anymore with people, and it's really, I don't know. I want to do it again. I miss it. I also like want another game that is like a multiplayer game where you can just kind of coexist, and not have to really worry about what you're actually doing in the game. Repo is actually pretty good for that, because it's really like a low thought process. I quite enjoyed it for that. Skate's gonna be that? I hope so. I just hope it's not so full of microtransactions that it's like too annoying to run. Skate. We should have like a... I wonder if you'll be able to like set up dedicated servers in Skate so people can just hop in and out. Probably not. The original Skate was my chill game. Yeah, I mean, Skate 3 was one of my chill games. Although my brother would always want me to like play it instead. He would be like obsessed. He'd be like, "No, my turn," and that was fair because we loved throwing each other off of bridges and stuff in the game, throwing ourselves off of bridges and stuff in the game, and like just watching the dude tumble. Oh god, that was good. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I know all about your relationship with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Tim Tam. That's great. There we go. I have created a paw. It's a real weird looking one. I don't know what animal it would belong to, but it sure is one. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. This is paw 15. 10 out of 10 paw. Thank you. Look, I can bang him out. Sorry for interrupting your comm. That's going to appear on the time lapse now. I just realized. Oh, Lithlefine, you've been chatting. I'm so sorry. Let me read it out. I need to go into my Picato. Is that going to change my fucking music player? I kind of have avoided going to Picato because it keeps changing my music player to say Picato instead of Twitch. Instead of the music. Or like it'll say Twitch instead of the music as well. Besides my being interested in what kind of stuff you enjoy drawing for yourself, I'm also very kind of excited to see my cool ass idea appear on screen in front of a ton of viewers. It's a very cool idea. I like it. It'd be cool if we came out with an English 2.0 that just replaces the lowercase l or uppercase I with some other symbol, like whatever the hell that is. I feel like it definitely needs updates. We need like an English... We need like an English like 1.1 that like gives us more options. We turn TH back into like its own letter. We give more uses to Z. Or Z, as they say. We replace either the lowercase l or the uppercase I with something just completely different. Also replacing lowercase j with something else as well. Because lowercase j and lowercase I can be way too similar sometimes. You say yip to say hello. I mean, that's culture. I'm talking about pure language. I say yip to say hello without even needing a new language, a new word, a change in language. What am I saying? You know what I mean? I just do that anyway. Everybody's gonna hear me out. Now you have a necklace, don't you, Isle? I need to find a picture of that. Give me one sec. I had a good ref for your hat, but now I need to find that. Let me see here. It's just it's like just a golden coin on a string. Is there anything more substantial to it, or is that just what it is? Like, does it have a pattern on it? Because I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. Just looking around. What can I say when the war comes out? Friday, everybody's gonna hear me out. On the touchstone telephone. It's a 1942 Tomback Canadian tin nickel. That is perfect. Oh my god. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. I know that you probably usually go for the simplistic one, but I like detail. I like drawing detail. Oh, Zimian, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope that everyone's having a good time. Telegrammed you a close-up? Oh, perfect. I'm currently drawing a Cyclozar tier. One Nebula Space Invasion. Yep. Let me just... I'm getting a reference up real quick for something, and then I'll be able to talk to ya. I hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day. What did you stream? Well, oh, you got a raid and run. Fair enough. Little shout-outs. Shout-outs to you. I don't know if there's a shout-out command. Yes, there is. I shouted you out. Look at that. Perfect. Well done, me. You finishing up the Elden Ring DLC? Oh, that's so cool. I hope you enjoyed it. I love that DLC. It's such a good... It's like a whole game. It's so good. It is so good. I think it's the best part of Elden Ring. Genuinely. That and like the sewers below Landel. They're both my favorite parts of the game. It was great and better the second time. Hell yeah. I've only played the DLC once, but I've played the base game twice. It's good stuff. Enjoy Hollow Knight. I've played about half of that one. I still have to finish it. Especially before Silk Song comes out, whenever that ends up happening. Thank you for the reference. That's perfect. I like how you've got another reference that just... It's just a... it's just a circle. Five seconds. You got plenty just in case? Hell yeah. Add Twitch emotes to the actual English alphabet? Dude, I feel like that's like unironically not impossible. I feel like emojis could become part of the alphabet like legitimately in like 100 years. Now I know this is likely larger than an actual 5-cent coin. But it's still quite small. And I just want to put the detail on. I want to be correct. Sick. Do you know how the coin actually connects to the string? Is it like, is there a hole in it, or is it in, like, is it real, or is it just kind of a, like, you don't really know? There's a little hole above the E, then there's a little silver ring that hangs on the chain. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's a chain. This is what I'm talking about. I know this is tiny as shit, but I really like just including the details. It's so fun. The real one is black band is cool though. Far easier to draw. Okay. If ya say so. You appreciate it? I love doing it. Also, someone just followed me. Jazz Otter, thank you so much. Thank you for following me. You are awesome to play with on Repo yesterday. I really enjoyed your energy. Thank you for being there. I'd love to collab with you again. Like like play a game or something. Your laugh is contagious. And thank you for following me. I appreciate it. I will follow you back, actually, because you're fun. Ba-boo, 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 ba-boo. Man, how I will love they bring back that mechanic of low HP music in Pokemon. Is that a thing they used to do? They don't do that anymore. It's cool that they integrate it into the music. I feel like that's more interesting than just having an annoying fucking noise. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me get that cycle Zaaarr ref up again. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Gonna make sure I've got everything. Oh my goodness, another follow. Thank you so much, Cage the villain. Ugh, the villain. I've been followed by a villain. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the Pokey stream. It's going to be another one tomorrow. Well, either I'll do this again tomorrow or I'll play some Mars Vice because I really want to play that a little bit before I go to Furdu. And I got given a key for it from the creator and I really want to show it off. And it's a game I was already had on my wish list, so I was going to play it regardless. So I'm kind of stoked that they gave me a key for it. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Now I can do like half an hour of the second panel before I gotta go to work. This is looking great. I like how this looks a lot. Might do a little bit of this as well. There we go. I recognize Jazzlot's name. Yeah, he's a cool guy. They just add it in Pokemon Black and White and never use it again. Oh, weird. Right next to the part of my brain that recognizes artists by their drawing style is a second part of my brain that recognizes people who've gotten a lot of TF commissions. That's Tim Tam. And Isle. No, I get that. There's this dude who used to get tons of TF commissions that I don't see anymore. He had like a hair that looked like Giorno Giovanna's hair from JoJo. He did a lot of dog. He commissioned a lot of dog TFs, and his hair was like a fucking tube like this. And that's how I recognized him. I don't know if anyone knows who I'm talking about. And he would always do like dog TFs. But I haven't seen him in years. I don't even know if he's still around. Or if he was like cancelled. I don't know, maybe he was cancelled. I don't know. You can't recall? Yeah, weird. I used to see him all the time. Maybe he's been Mandela affected out of existence. Oh god, I keep seeing things I can fix. There we go. If you figure it out, let me know. Always need more dog TF. Yeah, I kind of want to go look for him after this. This is also a bit of a mess. It's better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we do the second panel. I love this silly little guy. Sorry, I'm just making sure that everything is right. I'm finding a new reference. There we go. What's their character look like, or is there a regular form they TF into? Yeah, they TF into like I think a Labrador, like all the time. This pompadour person. I'm gonna put him in a funny little pose where it looks like he's fallen over onto all fours. I just need to figure out how it's gonna look. to get this hand right because I feel like that's the most important part of the pose. It'll be like this. I want to draw like a lot of energy in this pose, so I'm trying to like push the shapes of the hat and the hands and everything really far for this one. See how I go? Is it okay if I make a little fan art of you? Of course! I'm always down for that. I love getting fan arts. It's my fave. Thank you. Someone actually recently wrote a story based on a TF that I did, which is awesome. When they post it, I'll link it in chat because it's really cool that they decided they wanted to do that. Something about this song, like, it's not really the melody that I like, it's more like the timbre, like the kind of smooth, watery sounds of all of it. It's like really satisfying to listen to. Yeah, like this bit. Just that clock sound is so satisfying to me. Having a tough time finding them, but I expect you could do it in a really short time knowing more about what artists they've gotten pieces from, which tags they'd be associated with. Well, I know they've gotten a bunch of art from Lunar Keys, and they often wore a red, like flannel. They were blonde with the weird funnel hair. They wore a red flannel. They got art from Lunar Keys a couple of times. I remember that. Repo was really fun yesterday. I hope that we get to do more stuff like that in Thunderfang. I feel like that's what it's all about. People hadn't been pushing it hard enough, like the fun collab stuff that you could do. The opportunities for that were so cool. Its hand needs to be way bigger. Mario Odyssey music, a banger. I wish this game was multiplayer. That would be so cool. I played the multiplayer mod for Super Mario 64 with my brother, and we sat down to play it, and we ended up playing through the entire thing in one sitting. It was that good. Oh my god. I want to do that again, but with Mario Odyssey. I really hope that Mario Odyssey gets the modding support that Super Mario 64 did. Which tags they be associated with? More in related news, Zaaarr has 16,092 hits on For Affinity. Well, Daytails has 1258 hits. I don't know either of those people. It's wild that so many people, so some people can have that many though. Okay, we have the back going down like this. We have this shoulder blade going there. Another shoulder blade here. It'll be more up here. The back in the middle of the back is there, and then the rib cage would end about there. I want to do like a twist, like a fun little. The body's like twisting. Got to step up my comm game. You only have a couple hundred. You don't have 1600. A couple hundred's still insane, by the way. Classic Super Mario World theme. Oh, Yoshi's Island. My bad. It's the Yoshi's Island theme from Super Mario World. Those are the most two prolific TF commissioners I know of. I've not heard of either of them. That's kind of wild. I probably have seen them around, but I don't recognize the names off the bat. I've spent too much on TF, but I will get more. Odyssey speedrun at Furdu? I'd be happy to do that. You can all watch me speedrun Super Mario Odyssey from start to finish. It would take like 2 hours though. Down? Okay. Tim Tam, have you tried the new commands? Same. That's funny. It's fun. Getting TF's fun. Fuck it. If it can't happen for real, may as well make the most out of life. That's what I think. That's why I draw it so much. Agreed, yeah. Also, this is a fun post. Thank you. Keep him flat. Gotta keep him flat on the ground. Still debating whether I want him to have like just a couple clothes left or not. Drawing backs is always so fun for me. It's just because I don't see them very often. At least in the circles I'm in, I don't see them very often. So it's always fun to try and get to draw one. There's this great, I mean, it's not safe for work, but there's this great scalar TF where it's like mostly showing his back. It's like one of my favorite drawings of a back ever. Still need to play scalar? Me too. I'm kind of avoiding it because I feel like it's going to be kind of boring when I actually go to play it. Maybe it's awesome. Maybe it's one of the best games ever made. I don't know. Probably not because it only got one game. It was made in the mascot era. But who knows? I don't like this tangent. He's all splorted on the ground. I love this. That was bad. I'm about to finish for work. But this has been an awesome stream. I know I got kind of silent at the end there. I kind of ran out of energy. Like what happened in the repo stream. I still need to practice streaming for longer, because for the longest time I've been streaming only for like an hour or two. Sorry, just an hour. Just an hour and a half. But streaming for 2 hours, it's a whole new thing that I'm still working out. Oh, I just realized that angle's completely wrong. It's a cool pose. I'm gonna have to redo this entirely. Yep. Yep. Thank you. I'm sure I will have a really good day. I hope you all have a really good day too. I'm just gonna get you out this new one. My funny didn't play? Oh man, what's wrong with this? I'm sorry about that. It says disconnected, attempting to reconnect. Why? What happened? Connected. Wait, okay. Thanks for streaming. You're very welcome. I'll keep this other leg here to see if I still... Because it's actually... I don't know. It's not bad. Yeah, maybe it's fine. We'll see. I might need to just shrink it a bit. I might change the position of the tail as well. But anyway, this has been really fun so far. I hope you're enjoying it. I'll continue it probably either tomorrow or the day after. I might do a little bit of drawing of it in my spare time as well. Yeah. That's what we've got so far. Did you hear it? No, I didn't. Which is really sad. Do you have enough points to do it again? Because I can always refund it. I just realized. I'll refund it for you. There you go. Now you can try it again and it'll probably work. For whatever reason, Sammy decided it didn't want to connect anymore. See if you can do that.
Tintamf 6.
Yeah, there we go.
Iupa iou aba error sami disconnectagut dai i pi 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 pi.
Oh, you're done. You're almost done with the fan art. When you finish, you're gonna post it in the Discord server. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing it. That was beautiful. Thank you for that, Tim Tam. I really appreciate it. That was a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful little thing. I like it. It was funny. Yeah, we're gonna fucking raid. Let's have a little look here. We're gonna raid Varric because he was very nice to me and invited me on the repo stream. Thanks for streaming. You're very welcome. So thank him for inviting me on repo. And I'll see you next time. I hope you have a really good rest of your day. And yeah. Bye.